All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome back once again to Trinity Competitive Racing. This is season 12, and we're here tonight for round 7 for the Platinum class of this league. This is the Silverstone circuit here in the United Kingdom for the British Grand Prix here tonight. And this is Blue Machine with you guys once again to go over the occurrences of this one. Let's see what happens. This is a fun track. It's a driver's track. A lot of drivers are going to like this one. It's a one-stop, very simple strategy unless we're going to see some incidents or maybe safety cars or maybe anything else. We never really know with these Platinum guys, but they've been pretty clean so far this season. So welcome everyone with me tonight in the booth. It's a packed one. We've got, first of all, Ethan joining us from the Silver class. Welcome to your first commentary. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm glad to be here. Excited to get my first one out of the way.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a bunch more from there. And also, a little bit of a surprise for you guys tonight. The third person in the booth is actually going to be one of the drivers out on the track. Can you take a guess who can be? Well, it's going to be Sequit. He's still sitting in the pits right now, but I'm sure we're going to see him run some laps in this qualifying session. Sequit, how's it going?
Pretty good. Excited to race today. I haven't raced in like 3 weeks, so I'm ready.
All right, how you like the British Grand Prix? Is it one of your favorite ones? Is it not so favorite? How do you usually do around here?
Definitely one of my favorites. I would say this is my second favorite on this game, but up there, so it's pretty easy for me to just get into the rhythm. I'll be fine starting at the back. Not too many drivers tonight, so we'll just get it rolling.
Awesome. Well, good luck in qualifying and good luck in the race later on. We'll be talking to you once in a while, signing in and just checking in on how the progress is going there. Right now we're watching Mebi as he's running some laps. And Ethan, since it's your first commentary and also you've joined TCR this season, you've done some racing with us already in the Silver class. How you liking, the season so far, TCR in general, a Silver class? Any sort of comments, any thoughts?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot, honestly. At first, I actually, a couple of my friends, including Sequid, got me into it. So, I didn't really know what to expect at first, but I've been enjoying myself. I'm not exactly at like the pace of some of the other guys, but I'm still just having fun every week coming out and just doing my best. So I've been enjoying it, and then I typically, I think I've only seen the Golden once or twice, but I think I've caught just about every Platinum race so far this season, so I'm excited to see this one tonight.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, it's been very cool to see you racing with us in Silver class. It's looking like you're getting better and better. I know that you've only gotten onto this game a little bit ago as well, but you've raced on other racing games before. How has that sort of experience been, the transfer over from, let's say, something like GT Sport over to F1?
Yeah, it's, in a way it's similar, but I think all the games handle a little bit differently, but I know in some of the games, like, some of the same tracks will be in there and stuff, so, I was familiar with some of them, and I'm recently new to F1, the whole sport in general, but I feel like all the tracks I picked up pretty quickly, and yeah, I've just been enjoying it, and I have always loved racing games since I was little, so I'm glad to actually be doing it on a more competitive level now.
All right, perfect. We've got some nice opening thoughts there from both of our co-commentators. I'm also getting word that possibly we might have another commentator joining us, well, one of the drivers from the track in the next few minutes. 007 wants to possibly come on and talk to us for a couple of minutes during qualifying as well, so that will be another welcome person in the booth. It's going to be super packed here, guys. I hope we can all fit into this tiny commentary booth, imaginary virtual one, but yeah, I think it's the most we've ever had in any race in TCR. So if you guys are watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in already. Make sure you guys leave a like, Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and obviously leave some comments. Send in some comments in the live chat. If you have any questions for Sequit or 007 or Ethan or anybody else on the track, let us know, and we can definitely ask them those questions. But for now, looking on the board, we do have some quick times out there already. We have Breezy leading currently on a medium tire with a 127.3, so he's done a pretty good job there. KGB Black Angel, 127.3 as well. Very, very close, but he is on the soft tire. It looks like he's going for another, or this is a cooldown lap right now. He's just at that time. Maybe we were watching him on board a few moments ago as he was setting his lap of a 127.4, also on a medium tire. So already we've got some drivers playing the strategy games here, trying out the alternate strategy and seeing if that will work. So I'm very excited for this one tonight. I myself in Silver Class had a crazy race this Tuesday. I hope you guys were watching that one, and we were lucky enough to get a pretty good finishing position there. It was looking like a really good position for McLaren, for both myself and Sir Charles, but he ended up spinning it on turn 1 on the last lap, which was very, very unfortunate for him. Hopefully we will get a double podium at some point this season. I'm really hoping for it. And right now we pretty much don't have anybody lapping. We do have a few people on an out lap. Of course, Secret right now getting ready for his hot lap. I don't think he would like us commentating or live commentating on this lap, although he would be a pretty good person to use here to show you guys a quick lap around this track. As he's coming. Oh, what is he doing? Sequid goes into the pits.
Back of the grid penalty. I cannot go out on the track. I forgot.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
We've just
And
got...
I just went in front of KG Boob, so we're okay. He knows that I have the back of the grid penalty. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, we're all good.
Perfect. So we should be good there. If you guys are just joining us now, this is qualifying. We've got about 9.5 minutes to go. And as I was saying there before, I was trying to get a driver to follow around for a quick lap. We have Breezy getting ready for one. So let's go on board with him as he comes into the last couple of corners. It's a left-right chicane here, and it makes it pretty difficult to get a good run for your hot lap. But anyway, he gets it started now across the line and on the run down into turn 1, which is Abbey. And through Farm, a quick left-hander. You don't even left off through there most of the time unless you're on worn tires. Turn number 3 has no name, but we go into 4 and 5, which are the arena turns. As he makes it through there, he's got the DRS opened up on the exit as he runs through into turn 6, Brooklands. He's got a little bit of traffic there of Deathwish, but makes it pretty good through there into Lovefield and Woodcott now. And that's going to be 8 corners done, but 10 more to go on this track. And one of the biggest ones coming up right now, it is Cobbs. And this is going to be very quick through there. You got to make sure that you hold that backhand from swapping around on you. Going into the famous now Maggots and Beckett's, and then into Chapel as well. Very quick little left, right, left, and another right, and another left at the end of it. And now you're on the hanger straight. And now you've only got a few more turns to go on this track. Coming into Stowe. Breezy so far sitting in P1. Let's see what kind of lap this is. Is he going to be improving through that as he comes through Vale and Club? And onto the line now, just a little bit to go there. And Breezy does not improve on that lap. He was 0.04 of a second slower than his own best time. And in the meantime, Bats Plus puts on the fastest lap in qualifying at 126.9, and Mebby also beating Breezy with a 127.2 on those medium tires. Wow, this is looking pretty good so far. Ethan, how are you liking it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I would assume, especially since we have a little bit of a smaller grid tonight, I would assume a lot of these guys are just going to try to stay on these mediums. So that'll make it a pretty interesting race, but we'll have to see if maybe some of these guys could possibly squeak out a really good lap on the soft tires. Like I was looking at possibly Dreamsy. You know, we were just talking about him a little bit before the show, how he went from silver to golden to now he's racing up here in Platinum. I'd be interesting to see where he could do if he could get a good lap in there. And he's actually on a lap right now on the softs.
And Dreamsy, or no, sorry, Assassin just set another quick lap around this track with a 127.0 on a medium tire, and that's good enough for P2. And we're still watching as Dreamsy makes it through Sector 1, and he's very, very slow on this lap, about a second slower than his previous best. I think he might be cooling down there. Claudio has invalidated his lap. And Deathwish Tricky has just set a purple Sector 2. And joining us now is 007 from the Alfa Romeo in the Platinum class. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good to be here.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've heard from you. You, of course, used to commentate on the Silver class quite regularly with Chatty Duck. And now, due to other circumstances, we haven't heard your voice in a while. But how are you feeling for tonight's race?
Yeah, man, life has been super busy and working long hours, so I'm not able to commentate on Silver anymore, unfortunately, but luckily I'm obviously still able to race in Platinum, and I've picked up a few podiums this season, and hopefully tonight will be a pretty good race. There might be a little bit of rain, actually. I don't know if anybody has told you guys, but there might be a few drops in the middle of the race, so that might be something to look out for. I'm not sure what people are going to do for strategy. I'm not going to do all 3 runs. I'm just going to do maybe 1 or 2 and try to see if I can play the strategy, right again, and hopefully kind of sneak my way up to the front and maybe sneak out a podium again.
Yeah, that would be very nice for you, but yeah, I mean, how do you like the track altogether, the British Grand Prix? Is it any different on this game than it felt on the previous ones?
Not really, actually. I think 2020 and this iteration of the game, 2021, are pretty similar in terms of like how it feels, how the car reacts, and obviously the setup is a little bit different. But I really, really enjoy the track. I'm not the quickest on it, unfortunately. It's not one of my better tracks, but we'll see what we can do. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll just try to stay out of trouble. I know Golden from last night had a kind of a little bit of an incident with 3 or 4 drivers in turn 3 and turn 4, or turn 2 and 3, can't remember, but yeah, I'll just try to stay out of trouble, see what happens.
All right, we'll let you go to it, as I see you're now on your outlap, so good luck in qualifying and good luck in the race.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Ethan, well, I want to ask you a quick question here. What do you think in terms of strategies, those guys on the mediums then going over to the softs, if they encounter any sort of safety cars or anything else like that, do you think that's going to affect their strategy here tonight?
I mean, definitely. I think that's always, I think it's always a tough call. That's something that I have quickly been learning, because this is my first season ever doing actual kind of competitive races, is you could have a good strategy planned out, but then, yeah, if you have that unexpected safety car, or even just a quick VSC or something, but if you can swoop into those pits real quick, I mean, that could really make or break your race. So definitely sometimes, yeah, I mean, if you're going for that alternate strategy, you can definitely kind of get pretty unlucky if that safety car comes out at the wrong time, and it could really just throw away your whole, trying to stay out a couple extra laps, build up a little bit of gap. But then if everybody else gets the box also, you're right back in the same boat with everybody. So then you really just have to rely on your speed and everything to still make it work.
Absolutely, yeah, I think this is going to be a very interesting one. Oh, it's 007 unfortunately loses the car. The back end swaps ends on him into turn 1 on his hot lap attempt, so those tires are going to be smoked. And unfortunately, there's only 2 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock in qualifying for 007. He might be able to get back, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to go again. And it looks like Sequit, you might be starting somewhere near 007 if he's not able to set a time there. How are you feeling about starting from the end of the grid tonight?
Weird, because it's only 12th place, so it's right in the middle of the pack. I can easily start on a medium set. Yeah, I'm pretty happy, actually. Can't complain about P12.
Okay.
Fresh mediums. I just nothing really I can say. I'll just let the race play out in front of me, because these guys in front of me, I can see Passassin and Mevi are on mediums. They're going to be looking to get past Bats. They're probably going to get past him and tag along. Stanley, P7, LAS, and 9th. So everybody else is on soft. So yeah, it's a mixed grid. We'll definitely see what's up.
All right, yeah, that should be a really interesting one there. And now, as we're running into the last couple of minutes of qualifying, we've got all of the drivers pretty much out there trying to set some faster laps. At the moment, Bats Plus is leading the pack with a 126.9, the only one into the 26s tonight here. So we'll see if maybe anybody else can dip their toes into that time. Passassin in second, maybe in third, Breezy in fourth, Black Angel currently in fifth. So we'll see. All of those guys are out on their out laps as Assassin is now on his fast lap as he brings it now into turn 4. And let's see how it gets around here. Pretty nice and cool. Assassin is really fighting for that championship. He's currently leading with 111 points. He's won the last 4 races in a row. He's had pole position in 3 out of those 4 races. So let's see if he can get 4 out of 5. That will be a pretty good percentage there. 007 very close in the championship, 62 points. Well, he's the closest person right now, quite a distance away though, about 50 points. But he is in second place with KGB Black Angel with 48 points in third, Breezy in fourth with 45, and then we have Sequid and Apparatus tied for 5th place with 40 points. So very interesting. This could turn out to be either a turning point for some of the drivers here tonight, or it could be another one where Passassin gets to run away with it. We will definitely see, but now we've only got seconds left on the clock, so whatever laps everyone is on, this is going to be it. Passassin coming into Vale and now into Club, the last couple of corners here on the track. He has had a couple of purple sectors there, and it is a purple time, 126.8. Where is Bats Plus? Bats Plus is currently just gone through the first sector and into the second sector now, coming in through the last, through the old pit straight and into Cobbs, and he navigates that one pretty nice and cleanly. Did keep it in 7th gear. We have some other people crossing the line now here in just a few moments. We're gonna have Claudio, Stanley, Black Angel, all of those guys are out there. Looks like Black Angel, did he make it to start another lap? I'm not so sure. But that, oh no, that was Stanley. Stanley with a 126.7. Breezy, 126.7 as well. Here comes Bats Plus now into the last couple of corners. Can he steal away the pole position here tonight? If not, it's going to be Breezy with Stanley starting in second and Passassin in third. Bats Plus, no, he stays fourth. So Breezy managed to get pole position there right in the last couple of seconds of qualifying.
That's actually pretty interesting right there. I was watching Mevy's perspective, and he was on a really good lap right there through Sector 2. It said he was 7/10 up. But then coming out of Beckett's, I believe he went a little bit wide, and then he canceled the lap because he probably he went outside the track limits, or else he could have snuck on pole right there if he would have kept that lap clean.
I think I might know why he decided to abort that one. I've just pulled up the best tire graphic, and his best tire qualifying lap was a medium, which was good enough for 5th place. So he's going to try and run the alternate strategy. We have seen Passassin do it a couple of times where he slows down right before the line or goes into the pits. So yeah, that could possibly be it. I think he just decided that mediums could be better to start on. But we will see.
Yep, that's a good point. I pay attention to see what tire he was on, but this is looking like this is going to be a pretty good race right here.
Oh, absolutely. We've got some great names here tonight and some good times already in qualifying. Breezy is going to be on pole with Stanley in second, Passassin in third, Bats Plus in fourth, Mebby in fifth, KGP Black Angel in sixth. Then we have Deathwish in seventh, FYKV in eighth, Dreamzy good enough for ninth on the medium tire. That's very nice from him as well. Zeppelin in 10th, Claudio in 11th, 007 and Sequid starting at the back of the grid in 12th and 13th. So good luck to all of our drivers. Let's see how we do here tonight. Ethan, you drove this track on Tuesday. How was that race for you? How did you feel around here? Did you have a good setup or a good strategy?
Yeah, I was well, the race didn't go too well, but I was feeling pretty good about it. I like Silverstone. I've always enjoyed it. I've noticed on this game in a couple of the really quick corners, though, I think it was probably just a setup issue, but I was definitely lacking a little bit of grip, and then that's ended up what costing me in the race is when I switched over to the hard tires, actually, and just through one of the corners, I had no grip and completely lost, and it put me into the wall. But I was actually having a decent race, and I was making up some ground on the people in front of me, so it was an unfortunate result, but we'll work on it for next time.
All right, and did you qualify on the soft tires or the medium tires? What sort of strategy did you choose for the race?
I qualified on the mediums, and I was going to go on medium to soft, but I actually had got into a little bit of an incident early on into the race, so that's why I had switched on to the hards. I think it was at about lap 8 or 9, I think I went on to those hards.
All right, and let's hear from Sequit really quick here. Sequit, what sort of a strategy are you thinking about here? Are you going to reveal it, or are you going to keep your cards close?
I mean, if anybody looks at the stream, they'll see on the mediums, it's the best strategy here. It just makes the most sense. I want to go long into the race. I'm hoping with only 13 drivers on the grid, there should be really no major incidents. It means everybody can get their clean runs in, catch the soft runners as the race goes. And yeah, it's just going to be hard to overtake with the DRS train. But we'll see how I do at the start.
All right, good luck in the start and good luck on the race.
Thank you.
All right, so looking at the other driver's strategy here, so we've got the top 10 starting on the tires that they had to qualify on, or that they set the fastest lap in qualifying on. So a lot of mix of strategies there. Breezy and Stanley on softs, Bats and Black Angel and Deathwish also on the softs, but we've got Passassin in P3 on the mediums, Mabby in P5 on the mediums, FYKV, Dreamsy, and Zeppelin all on the medium tires as well. And that graphic is saying you can take those mediums all the way up to about lap 16 to 18. That is going to be quite nice for these drivers. Let's see if they are able to execute on that particular strategy. Also, it's all going to be down to, as we mentioned before, possibly safety car incidents. You never know what could happen at Silverstone. But if you guys are watching, get ready for what is about to be a very nice race. We're going to be doing 26 laps here tonight for a 50% race of this track. Each lap is about 5.8 kilometers or 3.6 miles. 18 corners. They're all very, very difficult and tricky. Some of them are very fast, like Cops, and also turn 1 of Abbey. Those are going to be some points that you want to look out for, because I'm sure there's going to be some spins, there's going to be some possible contact, and lap 1 and 2 are going to be very, very tight. So let's get ready. Ethan, are you ready for your first race commentary of TCR?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited to see this start here. I think it's going to be interesting to see who can get a really good start. And then just to mention quickly, too, how 007 said we might get some rain. These guys on the mediums, that might work out perfectly for them if it does actually rain in the middle of the race. So I guess we'll see what happens.
All right, we're just waiting for the lights to come on here, as Bats Plus had a little bit of a glitch there, but it's 3, 4, and 5 lights are on. And it's a long wait, but now we go racing here for the British Grand Prix for round 7 of season 12 in the Platinum class. Is a good start from Bats Plus, as he's already attacking there on Passassin, and Passassin is now down to P4 as they're coming in through the turn 3 and 4 now. Let's see what's going to happen back a little bit further. Oh, a couple of cars off track there. 007 and Zeppelin, I think, possibly might have come together a little bit. 007 now taking a position up into 11th place. Sequit is on the attack on FYKV, and he's now up into 11th place already off the start. Great job there from Sequit. Let's see if he is able to make up some more positions here. We'll keep an eye on him. But jumping to the front, Deathwish and Mebby, the two Ferrari drivers, are very, very close to each other. And yeah, Bats Plus was attacking on Passassin in the first couple of corners, but he is back where he started in P4. Breezy still in the lead with Stanley in second place. Very, very tight right now on lap 1.
Yeah, that was a great start right there from Sequid to get through the traffic a little bit and get past some of those people who no offense, but I mean, I've seen him race plenty, and I know he's one of the quicker guys here. So to get past some of those guys who could end up, you know, holding him back a little bit right off the start is definitely good for him. And KGB actually just went off the track there a little bit. Secret now moved up into 7th place.
And that was a couple of more positions there made up from Sequid, and now Dreamsy overtaking FYKV and for another position made up in this race. Lots of overtaking already, and we're only on the start of lap 2, so this is going to be an absolutely amazing race here. I cannot wait to see how this is going to end up. Oh, a little bit more battling now. Dreamsy on FYKV there, and Black Angel as well. So a couple of drivers now getting really, really close to each other again. Wow, this is absolutely amazing driving here at Silverstone. Ooh, FYKV having a look on Dreamsy, but then had to slam on the brakes there. Otherwise, this would have been a big, big incident there. But so far, pretty good, pretty clean. We've only had a couple of minor contact points. But other than that, it's been a really good race so far. And Bats Plus now, oh, really wide through Cops. That had to, if he makes too many of those, he's definitely going to get the attention of the stewards there. All right, Ethan, you see anything exciting going on?
Yeah, I'm still following along back here towards the back a little bit, seeing what's going on. Dreamsy got a little bit of space now on FYKV, but this is actually going to be an interesting battle, because I mean, FYKV, a couple of those races, he was fighting up there towards the podium, so I'm sure he's going to be looking to try to battle his way through the grid a little bit here, so might see him pushing a little bit, and we might have a lot of good action back here towards the midfield a little bit, so I'm going to keep my eye on this back here for a little bit still.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know if you see anything exciting. Don't be afraid to interrupt me if you see somebody making a big move or a big incident happening or anything else like that.
Yeah, definitely. I'll keep my eye on it and see what's happening. So far, so good. It does definitely look like we might get some rain here, though. It's looking pretty cloudy, so you never know when that might open up and start raining a little bit.
Yeah, I wish Codemasters would have had a little commentator info or a commentator mode where they would have shown us the weather and what's going on. But, you know, they're making little steps. At least we've got some extra points of camera now. Oh, and looks like, is that Claudio towards the back? And now a virtual safety car is out because Claudio is missing his whole front wing, and I'm guessing that the debris on track is what's bringing this very VSC out right now. So the drivers are going to get slowed down to a delta. We're not going to get a safety car out, but this sometimes plays to a lot of people's advantage, especially with, you know, the model of how it calculates your delta towards the end of the VSC. Sometimes people might have to slam on their brakes and lose a bit of time, while others might have a little bit in the pocket. And look at that, we've got a couple of people coming into the pits for an early pit stop here. It's two soft runners. It's Bats Plus and Death Were Tricky, as now VSC is over and DRS is now enabled.
Yeah, I feel bad for Claudio right there. That actually, something similar happened to me in that silver race. I lost my wing leading up to Maggots and Beckett's, and trying to go through there without your wing is pretty brutal. And watching him right there, he was all over the place, so I definitely feel for him right there, trying to get to the pits as quick as he could.
Yeah, and those guys pitting onto those medium tires. So Bats Plus, Death Were Tricky, and Claudio, those are the three guys that have pitted and have all put on medium tires. That is going to be an interesting strategy because we've got 22 laps to go. Claudio actually goes for a soft there, so he's committing to a 2-stop here tonight. He's going to have to do another one later and switch over probably to the medium. But the medium tire can do about 20 laps or so. 22, 24, that's going to be a big stretch. So let's see if Bats Plus and Death Were Tricky are able to make it to the end of the race without making another pit stop. They might be betting on that safety car coming out later on through an incident. So we'll see if that is going to happen as well. That will be very interesting. The sky's starting to clear up, actually, in certain parts of the track, and then it's very gray in other parts. So it's going to be very interesting if we're going to see the rain. It's going to be a big surprise when it does come, but it's very early in the race. Still 21 more laps to go as Sequit sets the fastest lap of the race with a 129.3 on those medium tires. It looks like he might be thinking of making a move on Mebby into turn 3 as Mebby locks up the front right a little bit there. Sequit is going to be very close as they're going to be coming out onto the little straight here with the DRS after turn 5. Here comes Sequit on Mebby. He's going to go to the left-hand side, which is going to turn to the inside of the corner here. And that is a very clean overtake there from Sequit. And he promotes himself up into P4. Mebby thinking about doing a possible switchback here, taking a long line around left field. But nope, nothing happening just yet. We're going to keep an eye on that one, but that's Sequit into P4, and he is still on those medium tires. He's only done 4 laps on, so he's in a pretty good spot now, but Mebby is not letting him get away too quickly here. Oh, I am seeing...
Yep, that's what I was just going to say. I'm seeing some drops coming down right now. I'm spectating KGB right behind Sequit and Mebby, and yeah, I see those drops coming down, so... That's what I was going to say when you were just talking about those guys boxing for the mediums. I was almost going to say, I wonder if Jeff is telling them that there is no rain coming, but that might not have been a very good move if this rain actually starts to come down kind of heavy, and if it turns into intermediate conditions, they might, they just wasted a set of tires realistically.
And a bunch of time, since they're going to have to pit again if the rain gets really bad and they need intermediates. But right now, we saw as Mebby re-overtook Sequit for P4 when they came out onto the hangar straight with the DRS enabled there, and KGB Black Angel has now joined the party as well. He's on the soft tire. He started the race on that soft tire, so let's see what's going to happen here. A Sequit now with the DRS once again, overtaking Mebby, and now Black Angel is very, very close to Mebby, so I think Sequit is probably betting on Black Angel slowing down Mebby a little bit so he can get out of his DRS zone, but for now he's doing pretty well here, and looks like Assassin is going for a move on Stanley through Cobbs. That was a very, very ambitious move there. Stanley's gonna stick it to the inside, but Assassin sticks it out either way. He says, no, I'm going to go for it. He's just done a Schumacher over there. It's either we crash or I get this position. So Assassin up into P2. What a crazy overtake that was. And now Stanley trying to come back at him with the DRS as they're going into Stowe. But he's going to have to wait for another chance. DRS might be disabled here very quickly, so he needs to use it while he's still got it.
Dreamsy is doing a really good job right now of holding off FYKV this whole lap. FYKV tried to put on multiple moves on him, but he's doing a great job of keeping him behind him back here. So this will be interesting to see how this turns out too, especially with this rain starting to come down. If FYKV maybe tries to push a little bit too hard for one of those moves, and if the grip is becoming a little bit less on the track, potentially see something happen back here.
Oh yeah, this is a very dangerous time. The transition time between wet tires and dry tires, it always gets very, very messy. Right now, I'm sure these drivers are pretty much driving at about 85% of the total, potential of these cars, because you've got to take it very carefully. It gets greasy, and it's very easy to spin the car around. But we're watching as Mebby is sticking very, very close to KGB Black Angel, who's overtaken him just recently. So Mebby's down to P6, but now KGB Black Angel has Sequit possibly in his crosshairs, and Sequit is catching up to Stanley already as well. This is quite exciting. This might be a very, very exciting race here in just a few moments, as Mebby does have the DRS of KGB. He's going to try and go for a move. Sequit is going for a move on Stanley as well as they're coming into Stowe. What an amazing move that was there from Sequit. And he is up into P3 with the rain, with everything else. He's making moves here tonight.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see something big happen here soon. I feel like whether somebody Yeah, like you mentioned too, I wish we kind of knew a little bit more, but I'm just kind of waiting to see somebody possibly jump in, maybe make that switch over to the intermediates. The track doesn't look that wet, but also too, it's been raining for 3 laps or so now, so I'd assume, you know, it's starting to lose that grip a little bit. And I don't know, because, I mean, you know, because you were up there in the front in our silver race when we had that safety car of just a few laps to go. We might see something really interesting like that here again too, the way this is going to turn out. So definitely going to be an interesting race, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for now, the DRS is still enabled, so the conditions might not be too crazy, but it's definitely very greasy, as I said before. And once the DRS gets disabled, or once 1 or 2 drivers decide to pit, I think that's going to create that chain reaction where everyone else is going to, you know, think about it and say, is it a best time for intermediates yet? Is it good to stay on dries? It could be. There is a small chance that this rain is just a really light one and it might just pass and we never go to intermediates. That has happened before on many Codemaster F1 games before as well. I'm really not sure. This could be very exciting. It's already been a very exciting race. We're only on lap 9 of 26. If you guys are watching, thank you guys so much again for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you send in some more comments into the chat. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Other than that, check out the links in the description of the video. We've got a link there to our website where you can sign up and race with us in any of our 3 classes. You can also check out our affiliate sponsor, Fanatec, if you're looking to buy some sim racing equipment, and you'll be supporting the league in doing so, as well as now we're watching a really close battle here between Mebi and KGB Black Angel as they're coming around turn 7, Luffield. And they are still side by side. They're going to be going through Cobbs in the rain, side by side. This is absolutely incredible scenes here. And it looks like Stanley is still trying to pull ahead of Mebi, but Mebi's not giving up either. They're keeping it super clean, no contact whatsoever. But Mebi sneaks up into P4. Stanley now has to fight off his own teammate, Cage, right behind him. For it, with the DRS still enabled here, he's up into P5. There's 2 positions in a matter of a couple of corners. And look at that, Breezy is into the pits. So he's from the lead into the pits. What tire do you think he's going to put on?
I mean, like you said, it could easily be a light rain, so I'm going to guess the mediums, and yep, he is putting on the medium tires, so maybe that's the sign that you're right, and this is just going to be a light rain that's going to pass over, but I guess we'll see, because you never know, though, even if it is a light rain, but if it stays the whole time, it's still going to be a very interesting, you know, the dries still are going to be kind of greasy, like you said, but it might not still be intermediate conditions. I think this is going to be interesting if this rain sticks around like this the whole time, but that's definitely a telling sign since he went on to the mediums. And I would assume both KGB and Stanley are going to be pitting here pretty soon also, so I guess we'll see what they do also.
Oh, we have somebody. Oh, it's Sequit. No, Sequit had a little bit of a spin. In, what was I? He was coming through, I think it was Cops, and had a little bit of a spin, or that might have been Luffield. He's recovered, but he's lost a couple of positions. He's down to P6. No visible damage on the car. Hopefully he's able to continue, but that was a little bit unfortunate there for Sequit, losing a bit of time in a couple of positions. But that shows you right there, if somebody like Sequit is having trouble with traction in these conditions, the conditions might be pretty bad right now, as he now is trying to re-overtake FYKV for P6, for P5, sorry, and he makes that one stick. Gotta be careful now as FYKV is gonna try and come back at him. Let's see if anything. Nope, Sequit manages to get P5 back. And, wow. That is pretty exciting there.
Yeah, that was a great overtake by him off of the DRS. And then it's interesting, too, because then right behind them you got 007 and Dreamsy is still right there, too. So all 4 of them are going to just keep slipstreaming off each other here. So these 4 are probably going to be battling back and forth here for a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen lots of great battling here tonight already. We're not even halfway there. 11 of 26. Still lots to come. And still, the rain is not coming down as badly as I wish, or as I think a lot of drivers wish it would be. And right now, DRS is still enabled as well. I'm not sure if we're going to keep on running with this light rain until the end of the race, if it's going to fade away. But it's very, very interesting right now. It's pretty much what you would call interchangeable conditions. You don't know if the wet tire is going to do any better, or if it's going to take it 3 laps to get up to temperature, or if it's ever going to get to temperature. With the DRS still enabled as well, it's very dangerous to run around with an intermediate tire. So I am so thankful that I'm not one of the drivers here tonight.
Yeah, me too. I believe it was our silver race in China where we kind of had a situation similar to this, where before the race it said that it was going to rain at some point, and then it kind of started coming down, but it was kind of doing this like a light rain the whole time. Then I think it was just with like maybe 3, 4, 5 laps left, it started coming down hard and people actually started switching over. So I mean, you never know. Like you said, yeah, it's very interchangeable, but all it takes is it to come down a little bit harder and you'll probably start seeing people switch over if possibly. So
yeah,
definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here.
Or we could start seeing people spinning and having more trouble with the traction on the track as well. So this is turning out to be one of the best races of the season so far here in Platinum Class, because Assassin is, yeah, he's out in front, but he's not having it easy right now. He's only 5 seconds in front of Mebby, and Mebby is really starting to gain time in these conditions all of a sudden. He was down in P6 just a few laps ago, but with people now pitting and with people spinning out like Sequid, unfortunately, Mebby got up to P2, and he's starting to close up the gap to Assassin. So I am very excited to see if he can catch up a little bit more and if he can challenge Assassin for a win here. We've seen Assassin on the top step of the podium 4 times in a row in the last 4 races. I'd love to see somebody else take it away from him here tonight. And now Black Angel is coming into the pits as well. He has done 11 laps on his soft tire. Not too bad. And now he is going to be switching over to probably a medium to take it until the end of the race. Looks like, oh, Dreamzy is letting people through there. Not sure what that was all about. But FYKV, oh, we've got a Sector 1 yellow. Nothing going on, though. I'm not really sure why that was all about, but KGB Black Angel is going to come out in about P10 or P10. So that promotes Sequid up into P3, so he's pretty much back into where he started before his little spin, but he's got 7 seconds to Mebby in second place. That's going to be quite a bit of a gap to close, but let's see if he can do it. Mebby currently in second, Assassin in first, FYKV in fourth, Dreamzy in fifth, 007 in sixth place, Zeppelin in seventh. We have Reezy, who was leading the race, in eighth place. He pitted early and has already done a couple of laps on that medium tire. And so he's betting on the undercut to work out here tonight because it's a really long pit straight. So that could be very interesting. Dreamzy now up in P5 and battling it out with FYKV. This is quite exciting from a driver who was in the silver class at the start of the season, moved up to golden class for the last couple of races, and is now making an overtake on FYKV, or at least trying to, around Stowe. And yeah, that was very exciting move there. He's still trying to overtake FYKV. But after doing a couple of races in Golden Class, he's now reserving here tonight in Platinum and really holding his own. So, yeah, great job from Dreamzy.
Yeah, he's looking really good, especially challenging FYKV as much as he is, because, like I had mentioned earlier, I mean, a couple of those races, I believe it was like China, didn't Assassin and FYKV have the double podium with the Mercedes? Like, FYKV's looked really strong so far, so I mean, seeing Dreamzy, who, you know, just kind of worked his way up and kind of came out of nowhere, seeing him challenging FYKV is really interesting.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct as well. Great memory there on China. They did have a double podium for Mercedes, a 1-2, very exciting there. And tonight, they possibly could get up there, but FYKV currently about 9 seconds away in total from Mebby, so he's got a long way to go. But as I mentioned, Dreamzy really doing a great job here tonight. And other than that, 007 started from the back, but now catching up to the mid-pack here and putting some pressure on Dreamsy as well, forming a little bit of a DRS train. Sequid did warn us about those around this track, that it makes it sometimes a little bit more difficult to overtake when you're trying to overtake a car that does have DRS enabled on the car in front. But so far tonight, we have seen a lot of overtakes. And speaking of Sequid, he is into the pits now. And let's see what sort of a tire he's going to decide to go on. He did start on that medium tire, so his choices pretty much now are either a hard or a soft. And it looks like he's going to jump on the soft tire. He's going to have about 10 laps to go on that tire. Hopefully he gets up to temperature, but it is the softest compound, so it's the easiest one to get hot when it's raining. Ethan, what do you think Sequid's chances are to end up on the podium here tonight?
I'd still say it's pretty strong, especially if this rain does actually stop and if it dries up a little bit. I mean, him on those softs, but also too, I mean, a lot of these guys are also probably going to go on the softs, but I mean, we've seen him go from first to last. We've seen him, you know, he can fly through the pack. So, I mean, if he can get on those tires, you know, limit the wear a little bit and keep him going to the end of the race, I mean, I think we could definitely see him challenge for a podium or at least get a top 5.
And here comes 007. He's trying to make a move on Dreamsy into Meggetts and Beckett's. There's not much space there to make a move. And 007, of course, had to back out of it, but he gets a really good run out of the exit there of turn 14 out of Chapel, and now he's got the DRS enabled, but so does Dreamsy. He's going to be a little bit quicker, though. Into Stowe they go. Oh, Dreamsy there, almost smashing into FYKV. He had to go a little bit wide, and now here comes 007, and he is going to overtake Dreamsy, but Dreamsy is also going to jump into the pits together with Passassin, Mebi, and FYKV. Everyone is into the pits. Passassin has already completed his pit stop. He's now coming out of the pit lane, but he's going to be overtaken by 007 and probably a couple more cars before he makes it out there. Let's see, this is going to be very, very close for him on the exit between himself and Breezy. Oh, looks like Breezy did make the overcut work for himself, and so did Zeppelin. There we go. So Passassin comes out in P4. He is on a soft tire. He is going to have that advantage, but he's going to have to fight his way back through the field. And when Deathwish, Tricky, and Bats Plus make their pit stops, there's going to be people like Sequid and Black Angel and Mebi coming after him as well. This is about to turn to another great part of this race. If you guys are watching, you guys are getting a great show here tonight.
This could actually be looking kind of favorable right now for KGB with only 2-lap-old mediums. You know, especially if it stays a little bit wet. Some of these guys on the softs, I mean, you can definitely make the softs work for 10 laps, but you never know. And, ooh, somebody just went off right there. I think that was Breezy.
Yeah, it's Breezy. He just went for a spin through Cobbs all by himself there, touching the outside of the curb, and he's down to P7. Now he's going to lose another position to Deathwish and Stanley and Sequid. So there goes his attack on the lead of this race, and here comes Passassin overtaking Zeppelin at the same time as well. Back up into P2, and now 007 comes into the pits, so Passassin is going to be promoted back into the lead of the race. That didn't take too long.
Yeah, not at all, but also too, I mean, what really more do we expect from Passassin? You know, I mean, he's dominated some of these races, so, ooh, Mebi just got a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pits. Oh, and then he just retired from the session.
Yeah, it looks like he's decided.
And 007 went on to the inters.
Oh, there we go. The first one onto the inters as Sequid makes an overtake on that. We're tricky, and then, oh my goodness, he has to avoid Dreamsy there, and now he locks up, and he goes a little bit wide through turn 4. Whoa, goes a little bit wide through turn 4. Whoa, my God, what just happened there? I'm not really sure.
Oh, and then he just retired from the session.
Yeah, it looks like he's decided.
And 007 went on to the inters.
Oh, there we go. The first one onto the inters as Sequid makes an overtake on that. We're tricky, and then, oh my goodness, he has to avoid Dreamsy there, and now he locks up, and he goes a little bit wide through turn 4. Whoa, my God, what just happened there? I'm not really sure, but